against the sovereignty of our nation, Nigeria. We have not been emphasizing the killings of Muslims, not because we are not aware that Muslims are being killed, but because we did not see it and we do not see what was going on as a religious war, but a national security issue. The world is aware, however, that some Islamophobic and unpatriotic Nigerians had uttered a dangerous script, promoted it in the Western circles, especially in the United States, and got the attention of the highest levels of the United States government, which are erroneously made to believe that there is a Christian genocide in Nigeria. This is very unfortunate. When the United States of America President, Mr. Donald Trump, labeled our country disgraced, every right-thinking Nigerian was concerned because an ally that is determined to help a sovereign country to completely wipe out the Islamic in quotes, terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. Such a country that is ready will offer to assist and collaborate with the country and not use such horrible language to describe a country it aims to partner in wiping out the terrorists. While a number of countries, China, Saudi Arabia, and so on, have also been designated countries of particular concern, the present context of what Nigeria would not like suggests that the plan is a pretext to destabilize our dear country, Nigeria. We reaffirm that there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria. Under Article 2 of the 1948 United Nations Convention on the Promotion and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide, and Article 6 of the Rome Statute, the crime is defined by a critical mental element known as dolus specialis. This is the specific intent to destroy the whole or part, to destroy in whole or in part a national, ethnical, racial, or religious group. As such, there is nothing of such in Nigeria. For the avoidance to exterminate Christians, which is what genocide is. The genocide claim completely collapses when confronted with reality, context, and verified data. The Armed Conflict Location and Event Data Project, ACLED, reports in its report of 2022 proves conclusively that the overwhelming driver of violence in Nigeria is not anti-Christian persecution, as Muslims and people of other faiths are also overwhelmingly affected. While President Trump and Senator Cruz named radical Islamists and Islamic jihadists as the culprits, Iswap and Boko Haram, the fact is that these groups are deviants whose ideology declares Muslims who do not join them as dissidents. Muslims are also their victims. As Amnesty International correctly stated, they kill both Muslims and Christians. They demolish mosques and churches. They don't differentiate. These terrorists are not our representative. They are our mortal enemies. The world knows that some of the terrorist groups being paraded as Islamic are creation of some non-Muslim interests. For instance, it is publicly acknowledged, so some people want to Washington that the United States of America created Al-Qaeda, which is being projected as Islamic. Also, recently, a U.S. Congressman, Perry, testified that the United States Agency for International Development was financing the activities of Boko Haram and other terrorist groups in Nigeria and elsewhere. If the violence in some parts of Nigeria is not religious, you can ask me, what are the real drivers? In our own opinion, the first is ecological. As the International Crisis Group has detailed in multiple reports how relentless desertification and drought, product of climate change, have degraded pastures and dried up water sources in the far northern Sahelian belt. This is not an Islamist invasion. It is a desperate southward migration of Arabs seeking survival. This climate-driven migration forces others into direct and often violent competition with sedentary farming communities over dwindling resources